All right, hello, good morning, good evening, and good night. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic because today we're going to be talking about a strategy that I am implementing in my current portfolio right now to capitalize on both capital gains and dividends. So what I want to talk about in today's video is I want to talk about how I'm using SPXL, which I have as well, their company's portfolio up here. Well, I don't know if you could really say portfolio. This is just kind of the website for SPXL. It's the S&P 500 bull and bear 3 times. So basically what I'll do in this video is I'll talk to you a little bit about SPXL, what it does. I'll compare it to a couple of the main indexes and things that people buy and show you how I'm going to use it in order to use this SPXL to leverage my portfolio and get some better capital gains, as well as use my dividends to do that. So in this video, what I'll go over is I also have my spreadsheet up on how much exactly I make every single month. I actually recently in January hit the highest marker I've ever hit in terms of monthly income, and I want to show you guys how I'm going to use that money now. So if that does sound good, we're currently up to 7,362 subscribers, 326 subscribers in the past 28 days. So if you haven't done so, subscribe if you're interested in high yield and growing your wealth, because within the past 6 months, we've actually grown our portfolio up to about $51,000, which is awesome. Super exciting, but we're not done yet. We got to keep going because this is the hard part, the road to 100K. But once we get beyond there, then we can kind of take our foot off the gas. But for right now, we're keeping it on. So just to kind of disclose today, the reason why I'm making this video is because the market was actually down a pretty decent amount today. It was down about 2 to 3% prior, and I actually bought some YMAX. I reinvested dividends here. I bought 7 shares of YMAX at $16.23, and then I also bought 2 shares of SPXL at $172.27. So $172.27. As you can see, we're currently up on that little buy that we had today, and as well we're also up on YieldMax, YMAX as well. But the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I want to disclose to you guys what I'm doing right now. As my account reaches kind of the $50,000 marker, which is super awesome, I'm currently receiving what I wanted to from my income portfolio. Over this past year, 2024, I started at about $188 in terms of monthly income. I'll kind of highlight that right there. I really started to invest heavily in YieldMax dividends about July, as you can see right here, where my income jumped to about $250 from $170. Every month since then, 326, 451, 713, 633, and then all the way up to $1,000 in December. And now in January, I'm currently sitting at about a $1,100 marker in terms of my monthly income. That's income that's going to be cash within my portfolio that I have to use. I have to either reinvest, I could take out, but of course, we're trying to build our portfolio, so we are reinvesting. So what I've done with this is I've decided to start a little position in SPXL. And to disclose how much I have currently, it's not a very big position. As you can see here, I'll go to my positions. SPXL, I have 6 shares. My average share price is $176.42. So I'm currently just kind of below the average, or I'm just above the average share price, and my market value for this position is $1,000. So I have $1,000 in SPXL, and the reason why I'm buying this 3 times bull is because I'm looking to hold for the long term. This is the comparison that I want to show you guys. In the past month, SPY, the S&P 500, is up 2.34%. SPXL, 5.68%. We look at other popular ETFs such as Vanguard S&P 500 ETF VOO, up 2.32%. But to make it more interesting, let's even go to the year calendar. VOO is up 21.05%. SPXL up 53.61%. Of course, it's leveraged. It basically, SPXL looks to target 300% of whatever the S&P 500 does on a daily basis. So if SPY goes down by 0.6%, SPXL will go down by 3 times that. And as you can see today, down about 2.1, 2.2%. So kind of keep it in line there. The main thing is that whatever the S&P 500 does, SPXL will do 3 times in the same direction. And it's proven to be a pretty decent ETF over the history. You can see here, even over the past year for the Dow Jones, up 14%, SPXL 53%. We go to all time just to kind of see, okay, what are the markers? This came out in 2008. November 5th, 2008 was in its inception date. And we look at a 3,500% return. What I'll do is, because these markers aren't going to be exactly the same, I could go to the all-time returns for the S&P 500, which this dates all the way back to 1993. So we're looking at 2008 to 1993. SPY returned 1,200%, and SPXL returned almost triple that. Really, yeah, almost triple that in a shorter time frame, only since 2008. So you can see, most people, what they look to do is they look to buy SPY, VOO, or VTI. These are popular index funds and ETFs, but why not buy, if you're holding for the long term, why not buy a bull on this? Of course, one thing with this is, if you have to take money out of your portfolio, I would not recommend this. I would recommend something a little bit less volatile like SPY. Of course, not financial advice, strictly my opinion. But what I'm doing, because I'm holding onto my investments for long term, I'm not taking out any cash, anything from my portfolio. I'm only letting it grow for now. I will likely be investing into SPXL. And you can see here, just the swing from July to August, I want to compare. So when we go out to the year here, from July to August for SPY, you could see that it was a $563. I'm going to bust out the calculator, 563. And then it trended all the way down to about $510. So we'll do 510 divided by 563. This is going to give us our percent return. So we subtract by 1. This is a negative 10% return, negative 9.4. Okay, negative 9.4. But you can see SPXL in this same time period went from 100 at a low of 117 and a high of 162. So we'll do 117 divided by 162. So you can see the SPY went down about 9.4% and SPXL went down 27%. We divide this by 3 and you could see it's pretty close to what the S&P 500 does. Of course, times a 300% multiple. So that's why I'm going to invest. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this $1,000 that I'm earning every single month, and I'm going to decide what's a better value. If the market stays flat, I'm likely going to invest more into YMAX and build that position. If I see a really big down day within the market, I'm likely going to be buying SPXL, because that means on any gains within the market, I'm going to see a 3 times return on that, which I could then go and sell and reinvest back into YMAX. So portfolio is all going to be about working to achieve not only high dividends every single month, our $1,000 every single month, but we're going to look to boost our returns with some capital gains and then force this money into YMAX and repeat the process. So that's kind of my plan going forward. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, remember to subscribe. We're up to 7,362 subscribers. Just a video to show you guys what I'm currently doing, buying SPXL on the real down days and buying YMAX if things aren't too down. Either way, I'm going to probably reinvest both, and I'll keep you guys posted. So if that does sound good, you guys know what to do. Please have a great day, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.